Good day, everyone. My name is Cassandra Jane, researcher from the City Health Office. I am here to discuss about one of the common childhood diseases, which is whooping cough. Whooping cough is a highly contagious respiratory tract infection in many people. It's marked by a severe hacking cough, followed by a high-pitched intake of a breath that sounds like whoop. Before the vaccine was developed, whooping cough was considered a childhood disease. Now, whooping cough primarily affects children too young to have completed the full course of vaccinations and teenagers and adults whose immunity has faded. Deaths associated with whooping cough are rare, but most commonly occur in infants. That's why it's so important for pregnant women and other people who will have close contact with an infant to be vaccinated against whooping cough. Now, I'm going to discuss the symptoms. Once you become infected with whooping cough, it takes about 7 to 10 days for signs and symptoms to appear. Though it can sometimes take longer, they're usually mild at first and resemble those of a common cold. Runny nose, nasal congestion, red watery eyes, fever, and cough. After a week or two, signs and symptoms worsen. Thick mucus accumulates inside your airways, causing uncontrollable coughing. Severe and prolonged coughing attacks may provoke vomiting, result in a red or blue face, cause extreme fatigue, and with a high-pitched whoop sound during the next breath of air. However, many people don't develop the characteristic whoop. Sometimes a persistent hacking cough is the only sign that an adolescent or adult has whooping cough. Infants may not cough at all. Instead, they may struggle to breathe or may even temporarily stop breathing. When to see a doctor. Call your doctor if prolonged coughing spells cause you or your child to vomit, turn red or blue, seem to be struggling to breathe, or have noticeable pauses in breathing. Inhale with a whooping sound. Causes. Whooping cough is caused by a type of bacteria called Bordetella pertussis. When an infected person coughs or sneezes, tiny germ-laden droplets are sprayed into the air and breathed into the lungs of anyone who happens to be nearby. Risk factors. The whooping cough vaccine you receive as a child eventually wears off. This leaves most teenagers and adults susceptible to the infection during an outbreak, and there continue to be regular outbreaks. Infants who are younger than age 12 months who are unvaccinated or haven't received the full set of recommended vaccines have the highest risk for severe complications and death. Complications. Teens and adults often recover from whooping cough with no problems. When complications occur, they tend to be side effects of the strenuous coughing, such as bruised or cracked ribs, abdominal hernias, broken blood vessels in the skin or the white of your eyes. Infants. Infants, especially those under 6 months of age, complications from whooping cough are more severe and may include pneumonia, slowed or stopped breathing, dehydration or weight loss due to feeding difficulties, seizures, brain damage. Because infants and toddlers are at greatest risk of complications from whooping cough, they're more likely to need treatment in a hospital. Complications can be life-threatening for infants younger than 6 months old. Prevention. The best way to prevent whooping cough is with the pertussis vaccine, which doctors often give in combination with vaccines against 2 other serious diseases, diphtheria and tetanus. Doctors recommend beginning vaccination during infancy. The vaccine consists of a series of 5 injections, typically given to children at these ages: 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 15 to 18 months, 4 to 6 years. Vaccine side effects. Side effects of the vaccine are usually mild and may include a fever, crankiness, headache, fatigue, or soreness at the site of the injection. Thank you for your time and keep safe.